Hello. I wanted to share with you something which is very heartfelt for me, which is the importance of being on the side of your child and believing them. And the example that I have is that Shira came back from camp today very upset because a counselor had been cross with her and hadn't understood that she was actually trying to help another child. Apparently a boy had got his head caught in between two kind of narrow trees, and Shira had been trying to help him to get his head out, but in the process he'd got his face a little bit scratched by a twig that they hadn't noticed. But her intention had been to help, and the counselor had scolded her and hadn't listened to her explanation, and she'd got very upset and wasn't able to communicate well enough what her intention was. And so the whole thing got messed up, and the end result was that Shira was very upset and the counselor was cross with her. And I feel that if this counselor or any adult dealing with a child, especially a special needs child, had been a little bit more empathic, a little bit more patient, a little bit more trying to help the child explain herself and explain the situation, it could have ended in a far more friendly, sensitive, appreciative kind of way, as opposed to squashing the child and telling the child off, and then the child feels small. And I think that's something that happens an awful lot to kids with special needs. They are misunderstood. They are kind of thought of in this package of annoying, a bother, as opposed to really trying to understand them, try and get them from where they're coming from and seeing what they're trying to do, and in that way appreciate them. So this is my plea today, to just not always automatically go into a situation and judge it as normal and react as normal, but somehow take a step back, be a little bit more objective, and look at the child and see what the child is trying to do. Maybe their method of doing it was clumsy, but see the good intentions of the child and appreciate the child.